amazing at video games that I know. There's even Gaming Grape that they pretend that Gaming Grape is good at video games. But then, actually, he's actually not. Usually, I'd rather actually... Don't you know that witch? And instead of Cuphead and Bendy, do you know Katamari? That's kind of a fun game, but also very weird. Because usually it's supposed to be a game, Katamari. Yeah, Katamari is supposed to be a game that speaks Japanese. And Katamari isn't a very popular video game. By the way, there are 7 Katamari games for a system. First is Katamari Damacy, and Katamari Damacy is the first Katamari game. But Katamari Damacy, the very first Katamari game, is only for a PlayStation 2. And since Katamari Damacy is for a PlayStation 2, yeah, Katamari Damacy is the very first Katamari game. And now they have also made another Katamari game that came after Katamari Damacy. Well, Katamari Damacy, that game is only for a PlayStation 2. The very first Katamari game called Katamari Damacy. Katamari. Sorry that I did it a different way. Yeah, Katamari Damacy. Yeah, Katamari Damacy is only for a PlayStation 2. And you can only get Katamari Damacy, the very first Katamari game, for the PlayStation 2. And you can only get it for a PlayStation 2. And they've also made another Katamari game for a PlayStation 2. That's the very second one. Very first one, Katamari Damacy. The second one, We Love Katamari. Yeah, first was Katamari Damacy, but since they thought that Katamari Damacy was good, they've made another Katamari game instead of Katamari Damacy. They made We Love Katamari. And then, that also was another Katamari game for a PlayStation 2. But then, they've made a Katamari game that is for a different PlayStation. Yeah, Katamari Damacy, well, it's Me and My Katamari, actually. Me and My Katamari. Well, usually Me and My Katamari. Yeah, Me and My Katamari is only for a PlayStation Portal. By the way, yeah, Katamari, We Love Katamari. Yeah, Katamari Damacy and We Love Katamari are both for a PlayStation 2. And Me and My Katamari, yeah. Katamari Damacy and We Love Katamari, Katamari Damacy is the first Katamari game, and We Love Katamari is the very second Katamari game, and both of them are only for a PlayStation 2. Katamari Damacy, the very first Katamari game ever, only for a PlayStation 2. And also, We Love Katamari, the very second Katamari game ever, only for a PlayStation 2 also. But Me and My Katamari is the very third Katamari game ever. But Me and My Katamari is the very third Katamari game ever, but it's not for a PlayStation 2. Me and My Katamari, the very third Katamari game ever, is only for a PlayStation Portal. And then they have made another Katamari game called Beautiful Katamari, but Beautiful Katamari isn't for a PlayStation. Usually Beautiful Katamari is only for a Xbox 360. And Beautiful Katamari is also the very fourth Katamari game ever. But since they thought that Beautiful Katamari, the Katamari game that isn't for a Xbox... Oh wait, it is for an Xbox. Since they thought that Beautiful Katamari, the very fourth, and not for a PlayStation Katamari game that they had was good, they thought that Beautiful Katamari, the very fourth Katamari game that exists, that is only for an Xbox 360, the very fourth Katamari game ever, that is only for a Xbox 360, and then there is another one that they have also made, the fifth one, And the fifth one is called Katamari Damacy. Oh wait, no, it's called Katamari Forever. Yeah, Katamari Forever. And Katamari Forever is the very fifth Katamari game. But since Katamari Forever, the very fifth Katamari game, that is only for a PlayStation 3, another PlayStation game of Katamari. Yeah, Katamari Forever. Yeah, Katamari Forever, the very fifth Katamari game ever. Katamari Forever. Yeah, Katamari Forever, the very fifth Katamari game ever, is only for a PlayStation 3. And the next Katamari game, I don't know why I keep repeating them and keep talking about the Katamari games. And since they thought that one was good, they have made another Katamari game, the very sixth Katamari game ever, called Katamari Touch My Katamari. Yeah, and Touch My Katamari is the very sixth Katamari game ever. But Touch My Katamari is only for a PlayStation Vita. And since, oh yeah, I remember. Since, Katamari, Beautiful Katamari, yeah. Beautiful Katamari, the only one not for a PlayStation, has came out. They've made Katamari Forever, and that one that is new for a PlayStation, that they decide to make the other Katamari games for a PlayStation, since the fourth one is only for a not PlayStation system. Then they decide to make it for a PlayStation again, Katamari Forever. But then they wanted to make a game called Touch My Katamari. And since they've made Touch My Katamari the very sixth Katamari game ever, that's only for a PlayStation Vita, they decide to make another Katamari game, the very seventh Katamari game for a system. And by the way, that game, Katamari Damacy, yeah. But by the way, the very seventh Katamari game is called Katamari Damacy Reroll. And Katamari Damacy Reroll, you know, Katamari Damacy Reroll, but Katamari Damacy Reroll is supposed to be an upgraded version of the very first Katamari game ever, the very seventh Katamari game ever. Yeah, the very seventh Katamari game ever. That one, you can only get the very seventh Katamari game ever called Katamari Damacy Reroll. Yeah, Katamari Damacy Reroll is only for a not PlayStation system like the fourth one. And it's also, that one is only for a Nintendo Switch. The Katamari game called Katamari Damacy Reroll, that one is only for a PlayStation. Yeah, this is very seventh Katamari game. I'll talk about more after this ad. And by the way, usually Katamari Damacy Reroll, they've wanted to make another Katamari game that isn't for a PlayStation. They decide to make another Katamari game called Katamari Damacy Reroll, and even it's only for a Nintendo Switch. And I can't believe that Katamari Damacy Reroll is only for a Nintendo Switch. Katamari Damacy Reroll only for a Nintendo Switch, and that's amazing. And that's all the Katamari games that I have to say about. Okay, so now let's stop talking about them, since I said about every game, even though I keep on repeating them, that I don't want to repeat them this time. I will try to talk about this. Yeah. What do you guys like about your life? What I like about is I like doing this video, my very first gaming channel video. I talk about video games a lot, and I repeat them too. I'm very sorry, you guys. And you're not rewinding it, though. Right. And I know that Katamari is a great game. Well, kind of, but I don't think they're going to make another Katamari game. I think they're done making the Katamari games. Yeah, Katamari games, yeah, they're definitely done making the Katamari games. And I also very love Crash Bandicoot. By the way, you know what? You can subscribe to my channel, but you don't have to. You don't have to subscribe. You can do it if you want to, or if you don't want to, even though if you subscribe but then you didn't want to subscribe to me anymore, I'm fine with that. I just know that Danebo, I know that he has so many fans. I don't know why a bunch of people love him. Usually, they have great ideas for jokes. By the way, you know what? I will soon, someday, create my very own video game that you will know. There are supposed to be people driving in a car, and they are supposed to be food people. It's a video game called Soda Racings. And by the way, I hope I create Soda Racings, because Soda Racings is supposed to be a game where a bunch of people have food stuff on them too. I will make that as a real game. Do you think that would be good? Yeah, like Shirley Temple. Yeah, like Shirley Temple, or Root Beer Float, or Mental Blow Up. It's supposed to be like Sugar Rush from the movie Wreck-It Ralph that is Disney about video games. And by the way, I love Wreck-It Ralph. It's a good movie. But have you guys seen Ralph Breaks the Internet? Yeah, Ralph Breaks the Internet. They even have some parts of Fortnite where that guy on his iPad says you can do a bunch of other stuff, like, some other stuff, like, I know, like Pepper Challenge, but then the guy says video game walkthroughs, and usually when he said video game walkthroughs on his iPad on Ralph Breaks the Internet in BuzzTube, that guy says to Yes, you know, the blue girl with the blue boy, with Yes, the blue girl and the blue boy. Yeah, he shows on his iPad video game walkthroughs. That's usually a picture of Fortnite. Alright guys, thank you for watching my very first episode. Alright, you can subscribe to my channel, but even if you take the subscribe away, I'm fine with it. You can subscribe to me or don't. And you don't have to. You can subscribe to me, but you don't have to. Alright, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.